the council approved the purchase of 3 scoreboards. Nation based on what's in the staff report. So this is a time for me for clarification. And again, I'll say that I cannot speak for any other council member, only for myself. I cannot support this project tonight because number one, it has doubled in price. And number two, we have other things looming that we need to take care of. I think this is something that we can look forward to the future. And I'm hoping that this sign will also be an advertisement as the one that we have on I and Pacheco coming into the town for events that may happen. But right now, I think it's just an expense that for me, I can't justify. So that's my take on that. And thank you, Mrs. Elms and Neuron for your input tonight.
Thank you, Ms. Lewis. Do you have a question, Mr. Lummis? Got a comment from Mr. Lummis.
Thank you very much, Mayor Pro Tem. I share the Councilwoman's concern about cost and the extraordinary jump in the proposal here. But I would ask there to be consideration for the inflation, the cost of labor, cost of fuel, and I believe that these costs will only continue to go up. We have possibly an economic downturn, which is going to further exacerbate our ability to reduce our purchasing power. So if not now, when? And later on down the line, it's just going to be more expensive. So again, just a consideration. Thank you very much, Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you very much. Do you want to move to the next item, Ms. Lewis?
Thank you.
Hold on, Mayor Pro Tem. I have a question. Trying to hit my button.
Okay, Mr. Jones.
Thank you. My question is for staff. With this added cost, what do you think the payoff is for this sign? Is it, in your opinion, is it worth it to have? I know we lease out some advertising space on it. Do you see a long-term return on it to where it would make up these additional costs over time?
Over time, it would be paid off. It would be a long period of time. I think I estimated based on the new cost about 10 years, which that is generally the lifespan. We get about 10 to 15 years, and hopefully with this newer technology, we would get maybe 12 to 15 years out of this new sign. But generally, they do last about 10 years, so it should pay for itself by the time we're ready to get a new sign.
So worst case scenario, it's a wash. It's budget neutral.
It should be.
Okay, thank you.
And that I do want to clarify that's based on very conservative. That's based on the revenue that we get from our existing sign. We would hope that this newer sign with new technology would attract more advertising and more opportunity for the community.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor Pro
Thank
Tem.
you, Mr. Jones. Ms. Lewis.
Thank you. I have a question, and this is for our Public Works, or probably more for our Park and Recreation staff. The charges that we have for the community to rent space on a board, whether it's the one on I Street or the one at the community center, are those reevaluated on an annual basis for cost of living raises? And when was the last time we had a raise on our fees?
So that would be actually me. My department facilitates the lease space on the digital sign. The community center, they don't rent out space unless it's for an event it's associated with the rental of the community center. The West I Street and Pacheco sign, specifically the policy is for economic development. It's $119.52. That is a part of our user fee schedule, and it's evaluated with the user fee schedule. So we just adopted that user fee schedule 2019, around there. And we do evaluate. So with the new evaluation of the user fee schedule, it will be evaluated. And what's evaluated is what it costs the city to operate. Staff time to put a slide up is a part of that. Electricity bills and the DSL line. So all of that is factored into that user fee.
So that was anywhere from 3 to 4 years ago. How often does an evaluation come up? Are we supposed to do that annually based on the cost of doing business, or do we just do it whenever we think about it?
Yeah.
Brent, if you want to take that.
So usually there's a considerable amount of work that's gone into that, and it's usually on a 5-year basis. Now, with inflation being what it is, it might be something to consider, the council to consider, to direct staff to look at those and maybe start the whole process earlier for looking at these fees. I know there's a few things on the horizon relating to rates and fees and other things like that. So, but it's